Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow. And in today's episode, we're going to get into some of my favorite songs from my music playlist. And today we're going to cover sad songs. Okay? So before I begin, I want to remind everyone to go down below, click like, and click subscribe. Anything that you do too that helps the YouTube algorithm help find other people find this video. So again, if you have some favorite songs of yours, please put that in the comment below. That will really help other people find some more music to put into their own playlists. Okay, so again, if you've got some favorites, put it down below. All right. If you also like to support me financially, I do have my Patreon and PayPal. We just finished the seventh anime giveaway for episode 400. So again, I'll probably do another one. When I hit over the 500 mark. But again, any support would be very appreciated. Again, if you do that, you get access to the stuff on the Patreon. Again, I've got lots of resources on Patreon, including my novel, the audiobooks. Now I've got video compliments for the audiobooks too. So for again, those people who have, problems of paying attention to the screen. Now I've got a lot of eye candy and a slideshow available for the audiobooks as well. Again, all of that is available for free when you put yourself onto the Patreon. Okay. So today we're going to get into more things about my playlist. So again, I get a lot of people who ask me, hey, give me some suggestions of some anime songs. So maybe they want to put some stuff into their iPods or add some songs onto their playlists and whatnot. So they asked me for suggestions and that kind of stuff. And I've produced a couple of videos of various different songs and that kind of stuff, as well as I've put big longer one lists on my Patreon because of the copyright music thing and whatnot, I can't post it here. But on my Patreon, I've got favorite videos and favorite anime music and Japanese music lists. They're like an hour long, and I got about three of them, I guess, on there. So if you want to do check the Patreon to check out that playlist there, and you can pick out some favorite songs there. But today's episode, we're going to talk about sad songs. Okay, now usually when I have my headphones on, or and back in the day when I used to be walking around with the Walkman with the cassettes, I'd make different mixes of different tapes of different songs so that I could listen to them. And one of the things I like listening to, of course I've got high energy mixes, but when I got to these sad songs, I really like listening to them because when you got your headphones on, since the sad songs are usually very slow, you can really really pay attention to the piano, the slow strumming of the guitar. Usually a lot of the sad songs have a lot of wind instruments and that stuff in the orchestra, so it really sounds really epic to that. And of course, also the a really key part is the singing. This is at a time where there is no auto tune. This is all authentic. Artists singing, and again, I tend to like the female singing and that kind of stuff. So a lot of talent goes into for example, holding notes and that kind of stuff. It's not just some auto tune with some pitch inflection going like that kind of stuff. It's actually someone actually holding a note properly, right? So I really appreciate that kind of stuff when I listen to these songs. And so that's part of the reason why I pick some of them, is because it's just really pleasant to listen to. The second reason why I like listening to some of these ones is because if you watch the anime, and especially when they use sad songs for usually tragic incidences and stuff that is of spoiler alert worthiness, shall we say. It always brings me back to that, and so that's why I also like listening to them. So I'm going to give you a couple selections here. I'm going to play them in the background with the instrumental stripped off, so that way it doesn't trip off the content to copyright censor there, so that you can know what I'm referring to. Okay, and so we'll go through them. All right. So without further delay, let's begin. Okay, so for the first song I'm going to do is Angel Queen from Dara Sadaka. This is the ending theme for the Queen of a Thousand Years, or the Millennia Queen movie. Okay, and I really like this song because it, obviously, it's really befitting of the song. Being a sad song and being really good for the what happened at the end of the movie.
and it's really the tone really matches so that scene, so it's good in that respect. The other thing that's really nice is that the song is sung by Dara Sadaka, which happens to be Neil Sedaka's daughter. Okay, and because of this, it's all in English, and at this time, English songs for anime is really tough and very, very rare. So, it is one of those good suggestions to put on a track, because the fact that it actually has um, something that we understand, and it's easy to sing to, right? But yeah, she's got a very nice voice. The music is really nice. It's done by Kitaro, and it's very, very haunting. You know what I mean? It's slow. It has that sort of really mysterious and sort of unsettling sort of feeling, which is really, again, really, really actively and appropriate for what it is here. So that's really nice. But yeah, very, very nice mixture, and very befitting of that particular thing. Okay, the next song is uh, the ending theme song for Windaria, or Once Upon a Time in Windaria. It is a song called Beautiful Planet from Aria Akina. Okay, now this one again, like Millennium Queen, it's a perfect end for the movie. And again, if you watch the show, you can see that it's very befitting of the end, because all the struggle that went on, and then of course the outcome at the end, it's very, very appropriate for the particular song. Okay, and again, when I listen to the song, again, it's very slow paced. It's got some really nice soft instrumentation in the back, and again, when you get the main, most important part is again the chorus, and I like when the artist spends a lot of time and puts a lot of emphasis in certain notes and that kind of stuff, and certain words, and extends them and whatnot, because it's really hard to do, to hang on to certain notes and that kind of stuff. In the era of before all this auto tune stuff, where everyone's got the same pitch, and they just stretch it using the computer, right? This is actually really actual singing skill and that kind of stuff. And that's probably part of the reason why I particularly like this particular song for that. And very nice chorus for that song, for this particular piece. Okay, so the next one is for heavy metal Elgaim, and it's the ending theme song. It's Starlight Shower, and the person who does it is Mio. Of the many sort of sunrise giant robot shows and that kind of stuff that they had, Gundam, Double Z Gundam, Dunbine, and all these sort of shows. I think the one that I really liked the most was Elgaim, and so the ending theme song of this one is Star Shower. And again, at this time, anime songs, had very, very little English in it, right? Night on the Summer Side, and then you kind of don't know the lyrics after this. So Starlight Shower is in the chorus, and it's one of the very few lines that you sort of can recognize, and so you sort of work around the different parts of that. So that's why I really like this particular song. The song is really relatively easy to do, because it's basically Soreja, Soreja, Ima, and then the long hold on thing is Starlight Shower. So, and that sort of thing is was really easy to pick up on, and just the same way you do for example, Night on the Summer Side and a few other songs like that. Those things become very, very key parts of the song, especially when you're listening to it on your headphones. Anyway, the artist, of course, is Miho, and she does not only this particular song, but she also does the opening theme song, which is Time for Elgaim. And again, she's really popular because she does a lot of sort of sunrise, sort of things. So, for example, she does the Gundam 0083 song. Both in English and in Japanese, so it's pretty cool. So do check out her stuff. Okay, so the next one is the ending theme song for the Southern Cross, or is the Robotech mangulation. It was called the Robotech Masters or whatever you want to call it. Okay, the horrible thing. The song name is called Yakusoku, okay, which translates to promise. It's the B-side for the Deja Vu song, which is the opening theme song, and it's done by Yoko Katsutori. Okay, again, I like this song. It has a sort of an English chorus line, okay, and I remember, I mean, okay, between the three set things that are in the Robotech series, right? Macross, Southern Cross, and Speed-Up, right? Southern Cross is like my third favorite, right? It's the bottom of the list. Hell, if Orgus was part of this, because it's part of the Super Dimensional Century series, I'd put that even above Southern Cross, right? So, but I do really like this ending theme song. And so I didn't, really, really go into the translations and do all that things for this particular thing because, like I said, my interest level wasn't that high on it. But I still like the song, and I did have this on my mix. And the funny thing is that, when I was listening to it, and of course, this is at a time where, I would record the song off of the TV, right? So when they played this, the Japanese version, and I didn't have a connection to the actual TV or whatever, I would just use the microphone on my Radio Shack recorder, right? And so I just recorded that way. And of course, it wasn't really clear. The fidelity was there. There's lots of static in the background and echo and whatever, right? Because it's just coming out of the TV speaker. But I remember. What I did is I misheard the lyrics. Okay, so the middle chorus goes, "Give me one more chance," right? But I heard that as "dreaming wild flowers," okay, or because it was "dreaming wild flowers," right, and so. I initially thought that that's what the lyrics for the longest time was until, of course, later when like fanzines and the beginning of internet and that kind of stuff, someone actually sat there and actually translated the song lyrics for that, and and basically that's where the translation of "Give me one more chance" actually comes through, right? But again, that was one of the lyrics that stuck out the most for me. Another thing that really kind of caught me, what sort of also piqued my interest is, but at this time there was a song called "Wildfire" by Michael Martin Murphey, okay, and and it has a similar type of chorus structure, right, where it's about a horse called Wildfire, right, and in the middle of the theme, it's like the horse breaks away, and then basically this chorus goes, "Calling wildfire," right? Is a similar sort of chorus construction as the one that it has in this one. So a lot of people, so I grew my interest in this sort of thing because I drew the the similarity right there, and so that's a nice interesting story about this particular song. But again, very nice lyrics to the song, and it's a song of reflection. So for the people who looking at like Gene, or well, in this case it's for most of you who probably know her more as Dana Sterling, right? So it's a nice reflective sort of song for that, and it's nice the way that it's arranged. So again, this is one of the ones that I threw into the long list of things. Okay, so the last song I'm going to do in this video is for the ending theme song for SPT Lazenar. It is a song called La Rose Rouge, and it's done by Seiko Tomizawa. Okay. Now I really like this song because not only if you look at the combination of the two ending theme songs for season 1, season 2, it's the whole thing between Anna and Eiji, and I think it's it's a really nice sort of kind of I guess partially romantic sort of song, but it's got that sort of you know, sort of sad, sort of kind of things not coming together when kind of the struggle to keep the relationship together type of thing. So I get that sort of feeling from that, and I like how there's a lot of vocal progressions on this song, especially a lot of long holds and that kind of stuff on certain different songs and sequences on there, and it really makes it really nice. Obviously the most favorite sort of lines are the ones that she holds notes really long. For example, things like Takashima de Kinori, and of course, and the long, sort of soft hold on the chorus, La Rose Rouge, La Rose Rouge, and she just tails off on that. So it's really nice how I like how I hear that song. And of course, the song in the back is really really soft. So there's not a lot of instrumentation like like drums and bass and that kind of stuff. So it's a really kind of a soft paced song, and that's what I really like about this piece. So again, if you have interested in adding these various different songs to your playlist and that kind of stuff, definitely do check them out.
Okay, I hope you all really enjoyed that and some of the samples that I've given you here. And again, if you have some of your own suggestions, put them in the comments below. And I'd love to hear what some of your suggestions would be. And maybe I'll add them into my playlist. And again, you'll have stuff and other people to add into their playlists. All right. And again, I'll probably make some more different ones for different sorts of things. Maybe a faster one, maybe things that have particular instrumental notes. Because again, I like things that have, like, for example, guitar solos and that kind of stuff. And so maybe I'll post some of those. All right. So until next time, I will see you again.